Hey guys, Lucas here in Venture Surplus, and today we're going to take a look at dump pouches. Okay, so what is a dump pouch? Well, I mean, the name pretty much says what it is, and it's a pouch to dump stuff in. So typically you're going to find these on belt kits. Sometimes you'll find them on the front of plate carriers, but you know, most of the time on a belt kit, war belt, something like that, battle belt. And it's typically going to hang there, and what they do is they just catch all the stuff you don't need at the moment and you need to still retain it. So primarily, it's going to be for rifle mags and your pistol mags. Just get dumped on in there. You know, you've shot them all up, you've expended the ammunition, you want to retain that magazine, you don't have time to re-index it in the pouch, or the pouch isn't really good at re-indexing into, dump pouch. Other things it's good for is, if you're going around, you need extra stuff on you. So if you need to take off like a face mask, a gaiter, balaclava, you put extra water in there, all that kind of stuff. This is a really easy way to treat it as like a large general purpose pouch. So you can treat this as just a catch-all at the end of the day, or you can really focus and only keep it in for rifle mags, pistol mags when you expend them. So overall, really simple pouch. So let's get down on the floor, take a little look at it. Okay, so here I have a Condor dump pouch, which is a pretty good overall dump pouch. You don't need to get too fancy with them. Here's the Eagle Industries ones, for example, their standard dump pouch, and you can see it's pretty close to, you know, it took the MOLLE webbing off the front, which is whatever at the end of the day. Mounts almost nearly the same, and it's going to roll up real easy. So just roll this thing up and close like that. Now it's out of the way. If you don't need it and it's empty, it's going to unfold easy. So with these, just like the Eagle Industries ones, which are pretty tried and true, it's a more rigid opening, so that way it stays kind of open for you. You don't have to poke your hand in there, and you can actually tighten that up a good bit too if you want to keep everything inside pretty secure if you're running around. So overall, you know, they're pretty simple pouches. It's just a bag that hangs. And again, rifle mags right in there, pistol mags right in there. One thing, dump pouches do take up a lot of space. You know, there's those like compact and kind of micro-ish dump pouches out there, and those things are fun and they're nice and they're good for certain applications. But I feel like at the end of the day, if you're really going to use a dump pouch, you want something that's large and it's going to take up a lot of big footprint. So you can put pouches in between where it's got webbing. It's all up to you, it's all up to personal preference, but you can shove pouches right there, and you can put like a magazine pouch and take up that space, and depending on the length of it, it'll kind of push it out some, but you know, play around with it. It is one thing to think about when you got dump pouch on there and you know, want to maximize all your space, or you can leave that gap there, you don't want to worry about it. Again, some of the kind of dump pouches you'll find, like these ones, they got spots like chem lights you can hold in there, and the MOLLE webbing on front allows you to put some, I would recommend only light items on there, or stuff that, you know, if it gets crushed, it's no big worry. So, you know, chem lights, stuff like that, extra tape, whatnot. So, dump pouches are pretty simple. You know, again, putting stuff like extra face masks in there, gaiters, balaclavas, whatever it may be. If you need to grab a bottle of water real quick, have an extra one on you, it's going to go right in there. Yeah, they can get a little heavy, but again, it's pull in, pull out. Treat it as a large GP and kind of a trash can for all that stuff that you need to want to retain, but you need to just get away from your body real quick, and you don't have time to put it in whatever other pouch, like a large GP or something like that. So, you know, dump pouch is pretty good overall. I think they're not for everybody. Some people hate them. Some people just don't want to run it. It definitely depends on what you're doing. So yeah, that's a good, you know, think about dump pouch if you're looking at a pouch like this. The Condor ones are really good to go with. They're simple, they're heavy duty, and you don't really need to get complicated when it comes to a dump pouch. Okay, so for placement, you can see I have mine almost center back, not quite, more like the like 5 o'clock, 4-ish, 5 o'clock position. You can mount them all the way in the back, along the back of your back, or you can mount them to the side. It all depends on preference and what else you got on your belt and what else you need more up front. But right here, if I'm drawing a mag out, it's a real easy movement to get it back in here. So let's see what that looks like. So to show just like how natural movement it is, especially when it's in like this 5 or 4 o'clock position. Grabbing your magazine out, it's airsoft, whatever, and it's just a real slow movement, almost like putting it in your back pocket, and it's in there. And you can just put it in, and it'll drop in, especially if it's like a metal mag. But yeah, and if you have to pull it out, just like going in the back pocket, pulls out, real easy. So that's why I recommend if you're gonna put one on there, this kind of position, because it's just right there. So nothing hard about it. So yeah, I hope that's a little good information on dump pouch for you.